Everybody, welcome back to JV Rock Hound, and I'm Jay. I'm in the back of the truck tonight. I forgot my little tripod thingamajig, and I didn't get a chance to do a video again Sunday evening. So I was too busy working on that cab and stuff, and for the competition, trying to get it done before. And then I got it done early enough, to do a video. But then I started working on other stuff that I'll go ahead and show you guys. Almost forgot about it. But I've brought some stuff out here to go ahead and. Well, I was going to do some shorts with the stuff, but then I thought, well, I can do a video on this stuff too. So, kind of a sort of a unboxing, sort of. So, plus some, like I said, some stuff I worked and cut and worked on Sunday, because I did some cutting and there's a couple things I worked and polished, did a before and after type thing. I only polished half one side of them, whatever. So, let me. I've got most of it laid out here, but I almost forgot that other stuff. So let me get that and get this turned around, and we'll show you. Okay, so here we go. I went ahead and turned on the flash. I've got light back here, but I'd say this flash is going to show it better. So all them, excuse me, I got those from Taylor, my agate dude from Kentucky. Mr. Taylor Fansteel of Rocks and Things LLC. Find him on Facebook. You can find him on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Everybody knows him, well. Pretty much anybody that watches my videos on a regular basis, whatever, knows, I've done videos with him. Still got to get out on another agate hunt with him, because the last time I went, it was bad weather. Here's a couple things I worked. I did actually bring out the cab, but I'm not going to, you guys have already seen the short of that. What's in those boxes and these are from a shop on Whatnot, called Lake Superior Agate Shop or something like that. Yeah, got that stuff, and I don't know if any of you have ever bought on Whatnot, but it's like auction style. Sometimes you can get things really cheap. So, I got a fair amount of stuff there at pretty good prices, I thought. So, here's a couple things I cut. These 4 things I got from what used to be Family Stones, which is now the guy that used to do the rough rock side, Jeff Godier, and his wife Jen. They kind of went their separate way, and now they have their own shop called Just a Rock, and so it's something I got from them guys. It was just a mixed bag of. I didn't realize they were all polished face things, but one of them isn't fully polished and needs to be worked on, but the other ones are okay. But let me show you these that I cut. This is a couple pieces of Florida coral, Tampa Bay coral, and I cut this piece and then I polished it. It needs some work. I didn't do a very good job, or there's still some scratches on it. So, but you can see the details in it, and I don't even need to have UV to show that the banding right there. I definitely got to work on this one. I don't even know how I still got that many scratches left in it. But yeah, I was just trying to hurry. It was late, and you know, I've definitely gotten better polishes on stuff. Here's the other one that I cut and polished half of. There ain't like a whole lot of agate with it, but that's a pretty cool little druzy pocket right there. I couldn't see that when it was wet, but that was pretty cool. The coloration that's in that. I'll have to zoom in. Alright, what the heck? Hold on a minute. Let's try it again. Hold on. Why is this thing not working? Man, that's aggravating. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I wish it was a little bit more agate to it. And I wish I hadn't forgot my UV light, because I really would have liked to have brought those out. And then here's a couple of Malawi XLs. I'll have to spray them down. This one had windows on either side, so I had to cut it this way. But it turned out alright. I mean, it ain't great, but this one was interesting anyways. It's like a mixture of fortified and moss agate or something. I don't know if that's a pseudomorph right there or what that might be. Well, that part up there is just soaking in the water. You can see the depth in that clear part right there, and see the botryoidal white underneath it. That's pretty cool. It's interesting. And then I got these things from Just Rock. Polished face carnelian. Got them crystal impressions. Probably from calcite, I would assume. Got it on both sides. Yeah, it's not, you got a little bit of a face over here. A little bit of face right there. So they just basically did a face polish on this side. Pretty cool little display though, you know. This is some kind of thunder egg, looks like to me. I don't know where it's from, because I don't recognize this at all. The way it looks on the inside especially. Pretty cool water lines. But it's a very strange thunder egg. And even the, you know, it's polished. Let me try to wipe it off. It ain't polished great, but you know, the matrix around the infill is pretty weird looking for a thunder egg. Sure polished good. I mean, you know, it will polish well, but who knows if this has been jostled around and whatever may have been scratched up in the process. And this one, I don't know where this one is from either, but you know, it's a little waterline agate. But I don't recognize the exterior to know where it might be from. So if anybody has a clue, let me know. This is a limb cast. Must have been another little limb coming off that side. Pretty cool. I think I paid $15 for that. I don't remember. I think this thing's in here. How much did I pay for that? $10. $10 for those 4 pieces. Polished. That ain't bad. So then I've got these. These are all Lake Superior agates. Unpolished and tumbled, found and sold as is. Pretty cool. Little LSAs here. This one's really nice. It almost looks like amethyst right there, but I can't quite tell. It's probably at least smoky quartz underneath there, or it's just the darkness of the agate coming through it. And yeah, that's pretty cool. There's another one with a little crystal top to it. Nice banding in this one. It looks like it might have a little parallax, but it's hard to see with this glare. Those bands are so tight, I believe it's probably is parallax. This one might be a pretty good one to tumble. Yep. And this little bitty one here got good bands in it. And then I paid $10 each for this little, these baggies, whatever. And yeah, these are all Lake Superior agate. They sold them as a tumble lot, but there's this one. Just I think just has a little bit of agate right there. I think this is basalt or something. But all the rest of these, I've already looked at all of them. But yeah, all the rest of these are pretty decent agates. This is like a moss agate or something. But I mean, I don't want to sit here and look through every single one of these. But you know, some of them are actually pretty good. Yeah, I'm not finding. There's one with bands. It's hard to see them, but they're there. Excuse my dirty, grungy fingers. I mean, I'll say I was not disappointed for $10 getting all these. And yeah, some of these probably would be pretty good to tumble. But yeah, let me just try to do this. That one's got good bands. And there's got some good bands in it. That one's got some good bands. You know, and that there's pretty cool. There's still a handful sitting there. Oh, let me show you this one up close. Hold on, that one's really cool. Dropped one. I'd be tickled to find them. Alright, this one right here is really cool. That is just very interesting. Looks like a monster face, 2 eyes and growling mouth. Let me turn it this way. Oh, this way. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen one quite like this. That's pretty neat. And then let's get these out and look at them. They've got them oiled up, mineral oil, so it's a little bit thick on there. I didn't try to wash them off. I guess if I'm going to tumble them, I probably do need to do that though. That one's trying to have bands, I guess, but they're faint. They're not really defined. That was like almost a completely whole nodule there. Some of these, I was thinking when I was looking at them, would be good to cut. Like this one's just got that little bit of window right there, but you can't really see anything through. So that one might be good to cut straight across the side right here. Like through, well, it's right through from this side to this side, so to avoid that window. Another smiley. Another pretty much whole nodule. This one right here was pretty cool. Let me get this one by itself. It's got water lines, but look at the colors in that. Mainly quartz all through there, but pretty cool coloration in that water line. Pretty cool ones. I mean, are they top notch? No, but for $10, there's a couple gems in here. I think there's quite a few that might be good for cutting, or just like they suggested, the tumbling. Got a little eye in it. You can see how there's bands in that, just very faint. You actually see the bands better with the reflection. That one would be a good one to tumble. Now I got these, this is all still from the same place, from Whatnot. Got these agate hearts. I don't usually buy hearts, but these were pretty. I tried to get a bunch of other ones, but I kept getting outbid. But I did actually get lucky and get a couple of them. Pretty cool hearts. And I got a nice little lab freeform. Got good color in it. And I don't remember right off the top of my head how much it was, but I didn't pay that much. And you see stuff like this all the time, even this size. People charge way too much for the daggum things. But I know I didn't pay more than 10 or 15 bucks for this. Like I said, I can't remember off the top of my head how much it was exactly, but I don't think I paid anything even those LSAs down there, the specimen type ones or whatever, I didn't pay more than 10 or 15 bucks for them. And this little palm stone. Not bad for what I paid for them. And then I got this is a polychrome little freeform tumble. And then I couldn't resist these daggum Mukat. These are all Mukat little marbles. I thought they was all pretty cool. This one was almost all white except for that one, so it looks like a little eyeball. I thought that one was pretty cool. I don't know why I like it so much. And then let's get into my favorite stuff. This one probably ain't the best of definitely ain't the best of this little group, but I think he actually threw this one in for free. He does that because I buy so much stuff from him. But it's got some pretty good little details up close. Those little dots in there, platelets or whatever. It's probably hematite. Not bad. And then I had to get me a gray. See this, I have given away so many of my yellow ones that I didn't have very many yellow, believe it or not. So you see most of that's yellow. All that was yellow except for this one. This is the only one non-yellow that I got. But I like these grays and browns too. And look at the details. I love these things, man. When I get to looking at them up close. Yep. And these are all polished. See, from back here you can't even hardly see the banding, but when you get up close you can see that banding in that yellow. This would definitely look better at the house with the better lights. Wipe it off. It's got fuzz on it. But even in the non-yellow parts, this thing is pretty cool. This little crystal pocket right there. Actually, I think it's not even a pocket. Well, it is, but it's filled in. But you can see the sparkle crystal inside there. It's even got some rainbow flash. So that's pretty cool. That little pocket's got some red in it. And here's one I'm going to have to take the acid to get that calcite out of the center. Like that red around that edge of that pocket. That's wild. For some reason, something got bleached out there color-wise. Huh. I wonder how that happened. See all them little eyes in that greenish yellow section there. You got like blue and pink in there. Excuse me. Yep. And this one was both halves. It's hard to get two halves. The whole nodule cut and polished. So every now and then, he knows I like them like this. I'll buy, I'll buy the just half specimens or whatever, but I always prefer to get the whole thing. Look how fractured that is, man. It's still pretty though. Just like that other one with that blue and pink and stuff on the outside. And then, see, that had a little bit of a pocket. And then this other one had a pretty good sized pocket on this side. Let's see if I can get the light showing there some. I mean, it's petroidal down in there. Just can't get the light perfect throughout the whole thing. Look at them eyes. Yep, pretty cool. At least I think so. And then this right here is a pretty good chunk. I mean, I really could take a slab or two off that. got some great panning in it though. Little red speckles in it. Yeah, that's almost fuzzy looking, made up of platelets, I guess. And that yellow banding right there. I don't know what that tan looking stuff is. Some kind of inclusion that probably didn't polish, but I don't know. It's got red around that pocket too. These things are pretty wild. It's like a mask. It's super agate. Well, I guess that's it. Let me get this turned back around. Alright, my daggum legs are numb from sitting here cross-legged like this on the bed. Whew. It sucks getting old, y'all. I've never have been one to be able to sit cross-legged or anything because it's hard on my knees. Even when I was younger and fit, I just never did like it. So it's Tuesday night. I left yesterday morning after a couple doctor's appointments, went up to Cincinnati, drove, got my loaded trailer, drove all the way down, spent the night in northern Tennessee. I almost could have went home, but I needed to get a little bit farther. Plus, it was late by the time I got down to where I even did. And so today, I delivered 6 or 7 deliveries through Tennessee and Georgia, and now I'm sitting in northern Florida. And I've got the rest of my week all in Florida. I'm really getting sick of coming down to Florida. I get spoiled whenever I get them to send me out to South Dakota and Spencer, Idaho, and oh, but yeah, I kind of got roped into it because I told them I didn't care to go to Florida, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm starting to care. There ain't nothing to find down here. Can't get Wild Kyle to, message you back, try to hook up with him to meet up and do anything, or his buddy Chris, or anybody else down here. They're all, I don't know, they don't want to, that it's don't want to meet new people or something. I don't know. I like their channels. I watch their stuff. I mean, seem like nice guys. But, yeah, I can't, and I don't know exactly where they're at, but I'm all over Florida, right? So, and I'm pretty sure they're somewhere in northern maybe northwestern Florida somewhere. And I'm pretty much there right now. So, yeah, I could easily work it out to meet with them sometime, but yeah. It is what it is. But, yeah, I got to get some other places. If there's anything in Oklahoma that I don't know about, or Kansas, which I haven't found anything in either one of those states, I can get out there like I do out to Texas, Louisiana, and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind going back out and running some of those places if I knew that I could find something, but I don't know what's out there. I've never heard of anybody really talking about it too much. So before the weather gets too bad, I mean, Oklahoma and Kansas aren't too bad as far as snow goes usually. So this time of year, I don't go north. I don't go northwest. So, yeah, it's got to be below that snow line, if you know what I mean. And we still get snow in Kentucky, and they get snow up in Ohio and stuff like that. But I'm not running around in Ohio all the time, and I'm used to these roads around here. So, but yeah, I got to find some better, cooler places to go to. I can't just go on these trips like I did to South Dakota and Idaho. I can't do that very often, because I'm out 2 weeks at a time when I do that. When I went to Arizona and stuff. Normally they send me out far enough to where I'm delivering on the way out, and then when I'm done, I can make it back in the same week. So, out and back about 2,800 to 3,000 miles is the most I do. So, I can get out as far as Dallas, a little bit farther west than Dallas, before, it's getting about too far as far as that part. So pretty much almost all of Oklahoma, Kansas, probably Nebraska. When you get up in Nebraska, then you're starting to get into the bad area for snow and stuff too. But yeah, I don't know. I need some suggestions. I need some ideas on where else to go. I do not go anywhere east from about Washington, D.C. and up. Been there, done that too many times. I don't care if it's summertime. I don't care if it's wintertime. I ain't driving over there anymore. Nope, I ain't doing it. So that rules that part out. But I do go to the Carolinas and farther, anywhere from West Virginia, parts of Virginia, and south. And then all the way out to Kansas and south. That's pretty much my main running. Mainly I'm in Florida, but if they don't send me to Florida, I'm going to those other places, either Louisiana or Texas, or that's typically what they do for me. But I've rambled on enough. Let me get off here and hope, if you didn't stick around for this part, I don't blame you. But we'll catch y'all later. Bye.